Hey y'all, Shay here. Thank you so much for coming to this week's WIP in Chat. WIP stands for Work in Progress. And we're just gonna sit down and work for a little bit and hang out. This WIP in Chat, this WIP in Chat is for Mermaids and Magic 2023, which is an event I'm hosting for this month of March with my best friend Randee. You can call me Butter. And so this is for mermaids, there she goes, y'all, and magic. I think I forgot to do that in my last video, my last WIP in Chat. So it's one of my favorite things to do. Yes, I'm cheesy like that, all the things. So let's talk about what I'm going to be working on. It's really gray and overcast today, so hopefully the lighting is okay. It's not great, it's not sunny, it's just kind of yuck, but it's not cold at least. So the high is going to be 85 today. I am in Dallas, for those of you that might be new. And if you are new, please join me. I would love to have you. If you end up watching the whole video and you like it, please subscribe. It's free. So yeah, we'll get into all that stuff at the end though, if you are interested. But for those of you that are here again and continue to support me and watch my videos, thank you so very much. I love you guys. All right, so I'm gonna be working on a diamond painting. I'm a little zoomed in today. I'd like to kind of change it up a little bit. I'm gonna be working on, it's a Munimade painting and it's called Deity of Dawn. It's licensed artwork from Femke Deborah. And there she blows, y'all. Again, need a mermaid or some magic. And I think she's both. I think she's a fairy or an elf. She's got like the little elf ears, I think. But yes, this beautiful mermaid. It is a square drills, and it's a 60 by 85 in centimeters. And I wanted to kind of zoom in today to kind of focus and talk about the confetti in this painting. I know I've talked about it a few times and others made me feel better that are also doing it because I'm like, am I crazy? Is it just me? But can y'all see this? Look up from your painting for a minute. Look up from what you're doing. Let me zoom y'all in real quick, just so you can see. Look at this. Yes, it's like I'm checkerboarding, but I'm not. I don't do checkerboard method, but this is what you call confetti, where you're just boop, 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 you know, and then I have to, I mean, at least it's not different colors, but I am definitely have to like, you know, I have to look for that targets, the bullseye symbol, and then I'll go back and fill. The T's are going to be fun to fill in because that'll be kind of click, 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 and I'll like that. So I consider this to be confetti. I just finished let me zoom y'all back out. I did finish the bottom row last night, so I'm making progress. Yes, so it's just taking me a little bit longer on this one. And I don't think after March, I don't think I'm going to continue this. I think I'm going to move on to something else. I'm enjoying it, but not as much as I want to or would love to. So I just feel like, you know, if you're not feeling it, it's a hobby. It's not a job. It's not something I have to do. I can do whatever I want. So I think I'm going to maybe switch it up and do something else in April. So, all right, so that's my diamond painting. And then let's talk about my other accessories. I am using a Munimade tray. 3D printed tray. It says Munimade right down the side. This is one of her, just a white tray. I thought it'd be good for all the pastel colors to kind of pop. And they line up really, really nice. So Munimade is one of our sponsors for this event. We did give away some trays and I got those mailed out. I'm also using my glorious Diamond Pen Pal lava pen. Look at this, y'all. Yes, so satisfying. I love the pearls, the confetti. It's got the big mermaid right here. It's got the mermaid scales. Diamond Pen Pal is we did give away one of these pens and I picked the winner. They are one of our sponsors. They are the Roll Stop, the first creators of the Roll Stop. So you just set it down and it doesn't go anywhere. It's awesome. I love their pens. I am using just a thin white multi-placer and I am using Randa's putty. She's another one of our sponsors. And love their putty. It's a cinnamon scent. I love cinnamon. And then in my single placer, I'm just using a brass tip and I'm using micro glue dots. And I've got, of course, the ceramic paper cutter. Ceramic paper, I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's just a tiny, tiny little blade. I've never cut one of my dime paintings before. It's actually not even a blade. It's like a little piece of like, I don't know what, I guess it's ceramic. Does that make sense? It is called the ceramic cutter. Got my tweezers. And then y'all check out this. I unboxed this on my live last Sunday. This is a trinket tray. It's got little feet on the bottom. It is resin, okay? And this comes to us from Lexi Sparkles. She has an Etsy shop. She was on my live on Sundays, a guest. We'll talk about that in a minute, but go check her out. I'm not sure if she has anything in stock right now, but just heart her shop. And then that way you'll get updates. But yes, loving this tray. It's so thick. Look at that. And it's just great because you can just kind of, you know, put all your things. And even if this was like a roll, like a regular pen, it would be wanting to roll off. And, you know, it's not rolling. So it's kind of a cute little, you know, of course it's got mermaids, it's got the pearls. I mean, she didn't even know I had this pen, but they just match. I mean, look at this. I'm loving all the matchy. So that's my beautiful tray. So I'll have all these folks linked down below. And then Lexi also included a really pretty resin cover minder. Got the mermaid tail. So it's got the magnet on the back. And what these are used for is to hold back your plastic, because I've got my plastic right here. So when I'm done, you know, with this session, I'll kind of cover it up if I don't finish, which I don't think I will right now. But and then you just peel it back, and then you put this magnet. Comes with two magnets. You put this magnet underneath your painting, and then this one just meets in the middle with it. So I've got that. You can't see it. I may zoom you out just a little bit more. I don't want y'all to be too zoomed in. But yes. So what else? Oh, and then I'm using Harbor Freights. I've got 2 Harbor Freights going for my drills for my storage. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'm going to grab a color. Well, I already have my color. I'm going to continue my bullseyes. That's what I'm calling them. Make sure, I might have to change my glue dots. I've kind of been like, it's ghost. I think it's called like ghost diamond painting. I'll go to grab a drill and then I'll go to put it down and it's not there. It's like it's falling off. And sometimes it's falling off over here on the glue, which is not good. So grab something to eat, something to drink. I did just have an English muffin with some peanut butter. It was delish. It is Wednesday for me / Thursday for y'all. And I try to film these the day before. Sometimes I do them Thursday morning, but it is 10:09 in the a.m. Okay, so I got a little sip of coffee. It's not as hot as it was before, but that's okay. All right, so before we get going and talk about what's been going on this last week and talk about diamond painting stuff, I want to ask, how are you guys? And leave me down, you know, in the comments. Let me know how you are and what y'all worked on during this time together. I will be, because this is for an event, I will be asking for a code word, if you will. A code word for you to put in the comments to win a prize for this week. So listen to the whole video and you can just put the word that I asked for in a sentence. Don't put just the word, you know, just don't put giveaway contest, just, you know, kind of, slip it in there and be stealth about it. And then also in this video, I will be doing a little recording, a little video clip of the winner from last week. And I will pick that name. And that was for Randa's gift card, for Randa's Etsy shop. And Randa has putty, Coverminders. She now has diamond paintings. So she's got so much stuff. She's got other swag. So like shirts, I think. So yeah, all kinds of stuff. So thank you to all of our sponsors. We could not have done this event without you. Of course, you know, it would be very, very expensive and a lot of money and a lot of things that Randee and I would have to be paying for. So really do want to thank all of our sponsors for doing this with us again. This is our 2nd year and we're already planning on next year. So like I said, I think I'm going to after March is over, I think I'm going to put this away and work on it next year. Someone had recommended that. So I think that's what I'm definitely going to do. So again, let me know how you are. And you can contact me down below. You know, I've got email down below. I've got my Instagram. Follow me over there. I just did a picture of what this is looking like, my progress. See how that just fell off? Yeah, it's falling off again. I think I need to put a new glue dot in there. I normally don't do that on camera, but why not, right? Oh yeah, I have my little, I got this from my friend Jenny, the Young Crafty Crafter. It's my little mermaid box. It's like a little mint box. And I keep my putty here, and then I keep my micro glue dots here. And I also do use Enabler's Outpost chit for my multi-placer. So I just need, and I've had these glue dots forever. But first let's take out, I wonder if I just need a new one. You know what I'm gonna do? I take that back. Actually, they're pretty fresh. I think I've never flipped them. So what you can do is, you can just pull them out with your tweezers. And what's cool about it is you can just flop them over and use the other side. I don't think I've done that yet. I normally do it a few times, or a couple times at least, before it loses its stick. But come on. These tweezers are kind of worn out and they're not like coming together anymore. So it's making it hard to grab things. Of course, when I'm on camera, it doesn't want to work for me. It's like pulling a booger out, y'all. It's so satisfying. I've said satisfying twice during this video so far. It's so funny. My kids watch, you know, Lou, my 10-year-old, watches, you know, YouTube videos downstairs in the living room. And I watch what these YouTubers say. And they're like, you know, of course, they're a lot younger than I am. But this one guy continually says fire. This is fire. It's so fire. And I'm like, am I going to start saying fire? I don't know if that works for me, but I might. Okay, I don't even know if y'all can see what I was doing. But I pulled out the old, I flipped it over and just stuffed it back in there. So we'll see if that makes a difference. I use my little trinket tray. Y'all, I'm loving this tray. Also, Lexi does customs. I learned that on my live Sunday. So she does customs, and I would love to have her do a tray that maybe is like just a teal color that I can use like all the time, and maybe have my name on it or something, Crafting with Shay. So yeah, so definitely go check her out. I'll have her link down below. All right, so what else, you guys? Yeah, I'm just gonna start diamond painting. I have not diamond painted today. I did a couple just to kind of test out the camera before I started filming. I just kind of placed a couple. I'm always like, I'm trying to, I know some people watch and some people don't, but I did notice if you're too zoomed in, the camera will go woo, 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 and it's going in and out trying to focus on my hand. Like it'll focus on diamond painting, and then as soon as I pull, it'll focus on it, and then when I come back in, it'll focus on my hand. And so for the folks that do watch, that's got to be super annoying. So I'm always trying to find the right, you know, I don't know. I was kind of playing away with angles before I started filming today. I was like, what else could I do? What other angle could I do? So if y'all have any other suggestions, let me know. I'd like to, you know, switch it up a little bit. Why not? I mean, I've shown y'all my face before as far as like if I've been traveling or been on vacation. But you can't really see the diamond painting, or you can a little bit, but you know, a lot of people treat these as like podcasts, you know, they just listen. I kind of do a combination of both. And this brings me to what reminded me of this and what brought up this subject was Katie, Diamonds and Washi. I'll have her link down below. If you are not subscribed to her for some crazy reason, go check her out. You will love it. I just wanted to tell, you know, because she had mentioned this in her last whip and chat. I just watched it yesterday. So it's kind of top of mind, but she was asking the question, do y'all watch or not? I kind of look up from time to time. That's the best thing. That's the only way I can describe it. I don't sit there and watch it, and I don't not watch it. I kind of like glance up every once in a while, just see what she's doing. It's almost like if you're talking to someone, you're diamond painting, you know, you're going to be focusing on this, but then you're going to look up and make eye contact with them. I guess that's why I'm treating it. So speaking of Katie, she is amazing. Just amazing, you guys. She is so supportive. She is one of my friends, and I'm so thankful that we became friends and then I got to know her. I actually didn't know who she was until Randee, you can call me Butter, told me about her. So I kind of was like, oh, I missed out on all that time of, you know, not knowing her, not following her, and not listening to her videos and not being friends with her. But once I found her, I was like, yes, she's my girl. So I just wanted to tell her thank you. You know, she's so positive and so kind. And in her last whip and chat that went out on Monday, so her whip and chats come out on Monday, she had said some really nice things about me. And I thanked her in the comments, but I just wanted to publicly tell her thank you. I don't know if she's watching, but she's so kind and so sweet, and just wants this community to be, you know, a positive place, a nurturing place, and she just really, really cares. And so I just wanted to tell her thank you. She gave me a shout out, and it means a lot to me. And not that she just gave me a shout out, but that she talked about, you know, me as a person and not just my channel, but that means so much to me, you guys. I was like floating on cloud 9 ever since. It's so nice to hear that from somebody, you know, that they value you and they think you are doing the right things, because I really do try. You know, trying to find the right words, but I don't want to say I want to harvest but I want to, you know, I want to have a healthy environment for everybody. And, you know, it's a hobby and it's fun, and I've met so many great people, and I just want to, you know, kind of just put that in a bottle and just you know, put it out every time I can. So it's just so good. So I don't know if that's making any sense, but bottom line is check out Katie if you haven't. I'd love to have her as a guest on my live. She doesn't do her own lives. Sometimes she'll go live, but she doesn't go live on a regular basis. But, you know, sometimes she's in mine. So maybe I could snag her and instead of her being in the comments, she could be with me. We have met in real person, y'all. We've met in real person. We have met in real life. So she's a real person and she's just as sweet in person as she is online. We actually had breakfast together when she was in town a while ago. So, and I'm looking forward to maybe having the opportunity to go to California at some point and meet up with her and Jade and Christine. And there's so many people out there that I would love to meet. So, all right. Where were we? Okay. So Mermaids and Magic. If y'all just so impressed, so many people are finishing and they're not just finishing one. They're on their like, I mean, awesome if you do one, right? Or if you do the 30 by 40 section at least, or if you don't, just thank you for participating. But some folks are finishing their second one or their third one. People really do be seeming to enjoy it. Y'all, words from me today. I know that made no sense. That was not correct, proper English. Wonder if I should just scrap this and just start over. No, I'm not going to do that. It's real, y'all. I'm focusing on diamond painting and looking for these bullseyes. I think that's what it is. I can't just mindlessly talk in diamond paint. I'm like, I gotta look for this. I gotta look for this. When I get to the T's, it'll be a little bit better. Yes, you guys are awesome. You're amazing. You guys are so good, so talented. I'm so proud of everybody. What was I say? If you have finished, you can fill out the Google exit form. It is out there. We've got a lot of people that are creating it, that are filling it out. So it'll be up there until the event's over. So March 31st at midnight. And then after that, Randee and I will draw the grand prize for UK. I'm saying the UK. Well, yeah, UK, but the US and international. Y'all, I didn't take any notes this week. So can you tell? I'm just like going off the cuff. That reminds me, the song Cuff It by Beyonce. I heard a story about that on the radio yesterday, that she actually got the inspiration from a strip club. Yep. She actually didn't go to a strip club. That would be pretty awesome. I don't know if she's ever been to one, but I mean, it was one of her writers, producers, one of her girls had gone, and I guess they got on the way home, they came up with that song. Inspiration for it. All right. So anyways, Mermaids and Magic, we got the Google exit form. You guys are on top of things. You're doing it. You're doing it up. We do have a Facebook group. So I try to get on there every day and try to see everyone's progress. So keep popping up those pictures. I'm loving how we're flooding Instagram and Facebook with all things mermaid, all thing magic, just all of it. It makes me so happy. And there's so many paintings that I have seen that I have in my stash of mermaids that I'm now getting to see completed. And I'm like, okay, I want to do that one next. I want to do that one now. Or I've already done that one. That one was awesome. You know, I can just relate to so much of it. And a lot of people, we have a lot of the same tastes. So it's really fun to see who you gel with. I've actually, and there's a lot of people I was not following on Instagram. And now, you know, they've been participating in the event and I see them and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to go follow you on Instagram. You got some good stuff. So I've met some new people this way. It's been really, really good. And please definitely go check out Randee. She does her whip and chats on Friday. So you'll be seeing this Thursday and then she'll do hers on Friday. And she's also doing giveaways. So definitely go check her out too. Let's see. Let's talk about baby. Let's talk about you and me. All right, y'all. I'm a mess today. Okay, so the kids were on, I think that's it for Mermaids and Magic. If I've forgotten anything, let me know. I did mail off all the prizes so far for folks that have won. I shipped off the lava pen, shipped off the Munimade trays. Yeah, so I feel like I'm caught up. I feel like I'm pretty caught up, which is good. That's always a good feeling to feel like you've, I'm going to scooch down a little bit, that you're, getting stuff done. Because I don't like things, just hanging out in here. I kind of went through this week and kind of cleaned out my craft room because it felt a little overwhelming from all the, just packages and stuff. And I just kind of spent, last week kind of just catching up in this week. So the kids were on spring break last week. you know, we were at Disney the week before, and I updated y'all on Disney stuff last week. And just kind of getting back from that, you know, getting the food and the laundry and just kind of getting back to in the swing of things. Let's see, Thursday, nothing really happened. I talked to you on Thursday, so I did my whip and chat. Friday, we had gone to Costco. I say we, I actually went with my husband and Lou. So we went together, and I'm so glad we did because we got Lou a new bed. So Lou, she's 10, and she has been sleeping in, well, she hasn't really been sleeping. That's been the problem. She's been sleeping in the guest room, which has a queen size bed, because she has to have Jasper, one of our Boston Terriers, sleep with her. And she's gotten bigger. She's big. She's a big 10-year-old. And I can't even like lift her up anymore. She's tall, and she's just, you know, she's getting big. And so she was still, the bed that she had in her room was her big girl bed. It was her bed that we got her when she moved out of her crib. It was a, you know, just a full, or no, a twin. I'm sorry, a twin. That'd be a big kid bed if it was full. But anyways, it was a twin. And she, you know, she hasn't been wanting to sleep in there because she's kind of outgrown it. So
here's what I found.
Oh, shush. Sorry, y'all. My Siri's trying to interrupt us. So we, you know, I was at Costco a few weeks back, and I did see a bed on display. And so I thought, ooh, but I didn't take a picture of it, but I thought the price was pretty good. It was actually a really good price. And I thought it's something that she might like. And I remember I came home and I told Lou and my husband about it, but, you know, we never really followed up with it. And it's something we keep putting off, and we're like, yeah, we'll get you a new bed. Well, you know, eventually. Well, we went to Costco and it was there. And I'm like, that's the bed I was talking about. So it is a bunk bed, which I was a little unsure of at first, because I'm like, okay, I want this to be the bed that she has until she goes off to college, you know? This is her next, I don't want to buy another bed. So I was like, you know, I don't know if this is going to be like her forever bed, you know, for a long time. But it is a bunk bed. But with that, it has a full on the bottom. So it's got a full mattress on the bottom and then a twin on top. So it's actually ideal for sleepovers. You know, she's 10, she's going through the big sleepover phase. They always sleep in the guest room, or they always sleep on the floor or air mattress. And it's just a big ordeal to find a spot for them to sleep. Well, now that she has the full on the bottom, her and a friend can sleep there, or the friend or an additional person. Not that I'm advocating sleepovers or a lot of kids sleeping over, because I don't want that. But yeah, then, you know, two friends could potentially spend the night. One could sleep down below with her, and one could sleep in the twin. So right now, the twin bed is holding all her stuffed animals, pretty much. Yeah, she has a lot of stuffies, is what we call them. Too many. So Friday, we got the bed, brought it home, and my husband had to work, and he was working from home last week, so he had some conference calls, so he wasn't able to put it together. But her and I worked on cleaning her room. She had, oh my gosh, you guys, I showed my Patreons the video. They'll see it this week. It's so bad. We put everything out in the hall. We basically just cleaned out her room, pulled everything out. And then on Saturday, once my husband, he did put the bed together, and Lou and I helped. She's been really, really good. She's been going through the entire process with him. You know, she went to Costco to go pick it up. I didn't. It's just the two of them went. And then she was in the room the entire time as we were putting it together. So she's doing a really, really good job of being involved, helping, carrying things, you know, cleaning stuff out. But here's the problem is, you know, her playroom, she used to have a playroom, which is now my craft room, you know, so we kind of took that away from her, which is fine with me because I didn't have a playroom, but these days, like all these kids have like a little extra room to, like for toys. It's ridiculous. I mean, in Texas, we do have bigger houses here because, you know, the cost of living is a little bit lower than some other places, but you don't need a playroom. It's not really, it's supposed to be like a game room, I guess is what it's supposed to be. But it was just essentially just all her toys were everywhere. So whenever we made the craft room, we put up the wall and added the door, you know, all her toys had to go in her room. And so she plays with Barbies. She has a Barbie house, Barbie dream house, like an old version. I got it on Facebook Marketplace. I got it like right before COVID hit. So it was like perfect. She played with it so much. We took it outside and all the kids played with it in the driveway. So she has the Barbie house, and then she has a ton of Barbies, clothes, accessories, you know, all the things, cars, an airplane. I don't know, so much Barbie stuff. And then American Girl doll. She started getting American Girl dolls. She just has a couple. They're pretty expensive. But she started getting a couple when she was like 6. She got her first one, 5 or 6, as a gift. So she's got a lot of American Girl doll stuff. We got rid of the ice cream truck and the hot dog stand and some of the other stuff a while back. And we had these 2 big totes, like those big long under the bed ones. One was filled with Barbie stuff and one was filled with American Girl doll stuff. Pull those out. Those are in the haul. Her books are on the haul. Toys. We went through and I think we had like 2 black garbage bags for donating of stuff that we were able to get out of her room. So it was good. She had one of her dressers in her closet against the wall. We took that out, put that in her room. So the next thing that we're now doing is we are trying to figure out her clothes situation, because she had clothes in the guest room, clothes in laundry baskets, clothes in the closet, just clothes everywhere. So what I did was yesterday I put on something to watch, which kind of was a problem because I ended up watching TV instead of doing work. But I put on You, that Netflix show, and I was watching that, and I went through her clothes, and I was able to bag up one big black garbage bag of clothes that no longer fit her or that she doesn't wear. She has not seen this said garbage bag. I did it while she was at school, because if she was help me, that's why I did it by myself. If she were to help me, y'all, she wouldn't want to get rid of anything. And she'd be like, no, I want to keep that. Or no, that still fits me. No, it does not. It does not fit you. You haven't worn it like in 3 years. She's growing like a weed. So I did it without her. I put the bag out by the trash can. I haven't gotten rid of it yet, but it's outside on the side of the house. So she hasn't noticed yet that there's clothes missing, because she's had them for so long and she doesn't wear them. So I'm kind of hoping it just, hopefully she doesn't watch this video, but I don't think she does. She'll know now. But yeah, so I did that. So she's got a whole new room. Now I have to sell her twin bed and the nightstand. So, but you know what I did while we were taking it apart? I should have taken a picture. Yeah, I should have taken a picture of it put together with the bedding on it, looking all cute with pillows and stuffed animals. So then that way it would have been easier for me to sell, right? That would be my Facebook Marketplace picture. But no, we took it apart. And after we took it apart, we slid it underneath the bed. And I'm like, crap, now I gotta sell it, but it's already taken apart. But I think I can find like a picture online of what it looks like. So I need to sell that, and it's white. So hopefully it'll sell. It's Pottery Barn Kids. So she's had it forever and it's in great condition. There's some stickers on the side of the nightstand, but she said they peel off. So I've got to work on that. And I've got to work on, and all this stuff is outside my craft room in the hall. So I have to look at it all the time. I've got to deal with the Barbies. I've got to deal with American Girl doll stuff. I've got to sell. So I want to donate a lot. I know Karen, Karen Scott here, one of my friends, she is a statistics teacher, which I have a hard time saying that word, statistics teacher, and she uses Barbies during some of their projects. So she was saying, a while back, if when Lou's ever wanting to get rid of her Barbies, let me know. So I think I'm gonna, I definitely want to offer some Barbies to Karen. And I was telling Lou that, and she was like, well, I want to go through them, and there's some special ones I want to keep. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this girl doesn't, she's like a hoarder. I have to do things without her being around so I can get rid of stuff, because I love to purge. I'm all about purging. Just get rid of it. I don't like clutter. But with having 3 kids, there's a lot of clutter. So she got a new room, new bed, all the things. At least her room's clean. But now I've got stacks of clothes in her room from yesterday, and the dresser's free. Like I took everything out of the dresser, but I had to take a break, right? And that break was like a long break, and I never went back to it. So I've got all these clothes on her floor, and I've got to like put them away in the dresser. But I lost steam. So I kind of need to do that today. Yeah. What else? So that was Friday and Saturday. And then Sunday, if y'all were there, hopefully you enjoyed yourself. I had a blast. It was so fun. I thought it went really, really well, just like I knew it would. Lexi, who I said made the resin tray, she does have a YouTube channel. I don't know if I mentioned that. I'll have her channel linked down below. While we were on the live together, she hit 700 subscribers, and I'm sure she's way above that now. She is awesome. I just found her about a month or 2 ago, And I love her energy. She's super positive, very sweet. And I'm like, you know what? I need to have her on. And she was so nice. I kind of asked her at the last minute and she agreed. And so, yeah, I had her on. So we laughed and talked. So the live is still up. If you want to go check it out, just put hashtag replay. That way I know, you know, who's been watching it and if y'all enjoyed it. So yeah, go check it out if you haven't. And if you were there, thanks for being there. It was really, really fun. She brought some trivia questions too. And I think we only got through like 2 of them. We were having such a great time just catching up and, you know, talking about different things. You know, and you know, what's interesting is those lives are never, ever, ever scripted. I never, you know, with whipping chats, I try to have notes. So, you know, I kind of remember what's been going on. But for the lives, I'm always thinking, gosh, should I be like more prepared? Should I be coming with like topics and, you know, questions and all those things? I never do. Unless it's like to tell me to remind me to something I don't want to forget to tell you. But other than that, that's all I do. And I feel like it's natural. It's, you know, just, it's real. And I think that's what people appreciate. I hope. So go check out Lexi. I think you'll really like her. I know you will. She's great. So we had a really good time on Sunday. And after that, well, before that, I was doing like laundry, you know, doing all the things. And y'all, I got to go to the store again today. I'm dreading it. I don't like to go to the store. I just don't. I'm not a big shopper. I know. I'm just not, you guys. I'm just not. Or maybe it's because food shopping is kind of boring. But I'm not a big clothes shopper either, like that kind of stuff. I'm not super girly with some of that stuff. Whenever Lou said she wants to go to the store, I'm like, ugh. Or when she says she wants to go to the mall, I like, ugh, cringe. I'm like, no, not the mall. That's like the worst. That is the worst to me. So yeah, Sunday was alive. After that, we made, I think, tacos or something. Yeah. And then, so some other things have been going on, which I haven't really talked much about because a lot's been going on this past week, especially. My oldest, Ryan, who's 17. He will be 18 in April. If y'all have been following my channel, you know that, you know, he's had some, you know, some struggles. And I've kind of been mentioning it lately that, you know, hey, where do I begin? You know, it's just, he's not okay. And people ask how he's doing, and I don't even know how to answer. You know, it's from one day to the next. He's a senior in high school, and we're trying to get him to graduate. If we can just do that, that will be a huge accomplishment. Let's just graduate. You know, let's get through. We're just trying to get through every day. So what sparked this? Why I'm telling you all this is, you know, he's been, you know, in and out of, you know, he was in a mental hospital for a little bit, behavioral hospital. And then he had, you know, outpatient for several months. And so he just, you know, he goes to counseling and therapy, you know, all the things. We're just trying to do whatever we can to help him. But he struggles, you know, and he suffers from anxiety and depression and some substance abuse. So he's really having a hard time. He's really having a rough go. So what happened is on Monday, so let me back it up. Whenever he got out of inpatient and outpatient, whenever he went back to going to school again in person, I was taking him because I thought it'll help him be more accountable because he was having some problems in the past with sitting in his car and not going to class. So I did that for a while. And then my husband's like, you know, maybe he should be driving. And I'm like, you're right. You know, I don't want to be a crutch. I don't want to be, you know, too much and doing too much for him. And so he started driving again. And things were fine. So we thought, well, we've tried to be very understanding this last 6 months because of everything he has gone through. But we kept getting calls on and off the last couple months since he went back to school that he was skipping school and that he was missing classes. And they have a lounge, I guess, which he would go sit in the lounge. But what happened on Monday is we got a call that he missed second and third period. So he only went to school for first period. And this is not the first time this has happened. Like I said, it's been going on for a while. We've disciplined, we've talked to, we've tried to figure out, we've tried to do all the things, right? Except for like free, you know, take away everything. And we're like, okay, you can't do this anymore. You got to go to school. I mean, we were just, you know, again, trying to handle it the best way we could. And we were trying to be understanding because we know he's going through a lot. But we got a call Monday saying he missed those 2 classes, and we just, enough is enough. Enough is enough. So we came down hard on him. My husband was getting ready to go out of town. He was about to leave and drive to Austin. So that kind of delayed his trip a little bit, but hey, that's okay. And he even apologized for leaving me with the situation. I'm like, you're not leaving me with this. This is our child. I appreciate you being here when I needed you and when all this kind of happened. And because I sometimes am too nice. And what happened is my husband's like, did you see the email from school? This is about 6 o'clock. And I said, no. He goes, he didn't go to school. He missed 2 of his classes. I'm like, what? He goes, and my husband's like, I am so livid. If I go talk to him right now, I don't know what I'm going to say. So I'm like, I got it. So I go upstairs. I talk to him. He's always honest. He doesn't lie about not going. He's like, I'm like, what's going on? Why did you? And I was mad at first, like walking up there. But then as soon as I start talking to him, the emotions change. They go from like disappointed and sad and hurt and, still mad. And then I don't know I talk to him, but I'm not like screaming and I'm not getting mad. And I don't know if that works for him. I don't know. So then he came downstairs and he was eating dinner. And my husband comes out and they're talking and I kind of leave the room. I am a blubbering mess when it comes to seeing my kids cry. I'll start crying and it's just not helpful during the situation. And my husband's trying to talk to him. So I kind of left the room and I was doing laundry in the bedroom and I can hear the conversation. And we had talked about it before my husband came out, but basically Ryan got everything taken away. He got phone taken away, car, computer. He has a computer in his room. Too many distractions. Way too many distractions. He's behind on his schoolwork. We talked about him all during spring break and all weekend about catching up. This is your opportunity to do this because I got an email when we were at Disney from his counselor saying he's failing several classes and they want to put him on something called a senior contract. And she said it means a schedule change. She goes, but with his mental health, I don't want to cause any I don't want to cause any undue stress to him. And I said, I think he'll be okay. Well, he's not okay. He's skipping school, failing several classes, not able to keep up. And like I said, he had too many distractions. He had the computer, he had his phone. He just didn't have enough. He's too much freedom, I guess, and he really needed someone to be on top of him more. So then of course I turned it around on me, feeling guilty, thinking I'm not parenting the right way and I've not been parenting good enough and I'm not, doing this and that. And he needed more from us and we weren't giving it to him. But I kept thinking, what's the right balance of what you do for them and how much you ask them and what you check. And, I don't know, but things got really bad. Like I said, we had to take everything away and there was a lot of crying, a lot of, but bottom line was, we had a really long talk with him before my husband left. And we just said, we love you. We love you. And we are proud of you. We're not expecting you to go to Harvard. We just want you to graduate and get your diploma. And, and like my husband said to him, which I overheard, he's like, we just want you to be happy. And that's all we want. We just want him to be happy and have something to look forward to because he just doesn't seem to be happy at all. He has nothing to look forward to. He has no motivation. So that was a rough Monday. I was a mess. I was in tears, he was crying. So it ended very, very nice. So it was like, we're not punishing you. We're just trying to help you. We're removing all the distractions. So Monday night after my husband left, Ryan buckled down. So he does have a Chromebook. They give them Chromebooks at school to do their schoolwork. So he did have a computer. So, and we always tell the kids, do your homework on your Chromebook. And they always say, oh, it's not good. My computer's so much better. Well, that's where all their gaming stuff is. And that's where all their friends are at. So, and they're in their rooms. So it's just not good. Now, Nate handles it fine. He's doing great with school, but that's, he's a different kid. Him and Ryan are different. So, Nate is a totally different kid. He gets himself up in the morning. He fixes himself food. He sets his alarm. He gets, I don't have to do, y'all, I've talked about Nate before. He's just an easy kid. I don't have to get on to about grades. I have to check things. I checked in with him yesterday and he told me what all his grades are. He's doing good, but Ryan needs help. So that's what we're trying to do. So I've been really watching him. Like I said, that night he did a lot of work yesterday. So I have to take him to school now again, which is fine. I take him to school and I pick him up He doesn't have his phone, so he can't call me and tell me he's ready. So I just get there early and I wait. So that's what I did yesterday. Picked him up and did all the things. But he seems to be doing better. I actually saw him eat last night, which he doesn't eat a lot sometimes, and he's not sleeping good. So we just have to really, really keep a closer eye on him. You know, we really, really do. And that's the lesson learned. I think he's really appreciating the structure, maybe, you know? I think that's what he needs. And less distractions. So I just ask that you please send, you know, good thoughts our way. He only has 2 months left until he graduates in May. And any thoughts, prayers, anything you can get to help him through this and to help us know what to do and how to, you know, help him would really, really be appreciated. I really do appreciate you guys. And I know I normally don't ask for things like that, but it's been a struggle. It's been a real struggle. Yeah. But we're hoping for, you know, things have looked like they're getting better. So I hope, you know, that was the worst of it and we'll kind of get through it, and may not be the worst of it, you know, things are going to happen and we just have to deal with them as they come. So yeah, so that's what's been going on with Ryan. The counselor actually, we talked yesterday through email, and I said, yeah, we are interested in that senior contract situation. How does that work? Because maybe that's what he needs is a schedule change. He's not going to school anyways. We can't get him to go to class, you know. So she said she was going to call me today. She said, do you want to come in or do you want to do a Zoom? Or I'm like, oh, she said it's too much to explain over email. She says, I said, a call's fine. A telephone call's perfectly fine. I don't want to take up her time, you know, and have to go in. And so I'm just waiting for her to call me. So if I have to go abruptly, that's why. But so far she hasn't called. So yeah, so that was the beginning of the week. It's kind of rough, but I feel like things are getting better. And that's all we can do. I was, you know, on him last night, focus. He was petting the dogs. And I'm like, okay, you got to get back to work. I let him have a little break, let him eat. I said, okay, you got to get back. You got to finish your assignments. And he just, you know, he'll come upstairs and he's like, where's my Google Chromebook? I'm like, it's on the dining room table. And he's like, oh, and he'll go down and he gets distracted and he starts messing with Lou or the dogs. And I'm like, he goes, what did I come down here for? I'm like, buddy, your computer. He's just, you know, he has ADHD. I don't know if I think I've told you that before too. So he has a hard time concentrating and gets easily distracted. So, yep. Okay, so that's Ryan. He's okay. Like I said, he's going to get there. We'll do it together. We got this. We got this, y'all, right? We got it. And then, okay, so on a happier, I don't know about happier, but on a funnier note, I was going to tell y'all something that happened this morning. I still can't believe it. It's fresh in the mind because it just happened this morning. All right. So, and again, my husband's out of town. So just remember that. It's just me dealing with this. Okay. So Lou sleeps with me in our bedroom whenever my husband travels because it's a treat, you know, to sleep with mom. So she's sleeping with me last night. So this morning, my alarm goes off about 6:15 and Ollie hears it. Now, Ollie is our puppy. He's 6 months old today, you guys. Yeah. He's our little guy and he sleeps, we crate train him. He sleeps in his crate in our bedroom and it's kind of in the corner of the room, kind of near the bed. It's like near the nightstand. So he heard my alarm go off. And so he starts kind of whining and crying a little bit. So I'm like, I'm coming. So I walk over there and it's dark, right? The lights are not turned on and I'm half asleep. Now we do cover his crate with a little blanket. Oh, y'all, I finally finished that bullseye. Wow, that took me a long time. Oh my gosh. Now I've got slashes and T's. Okay, this will be easier. All right, so we cover his crate with a little blanket just to kind of tell him, you know, it's nighttime and go night. He knows what that means. So I was lifting up the blanket, you know, uncovering the crate so I could unlatch it. And all of a sudden, behind his crate, I see something furry scurrying away from the crate, going behind the nightstand and going behind our bed. Yeah. Something furry, a little furry something running. And I'm like, what in the actual F? I'm like, okay, I think I'm seeing things. I am seeing things. It is dark. Maybe I just thought I saw something and that's not what it is. Maybe it was a cord, you know, because we have stuff plugged in on the nightstand. I'm like, no, I'm seeing things. So I open up the cage and Ollie comes out and he's sniffing around because he also felt, I don't know if he felt it, if he saw it, because it was coming out of his crate, like near his crate. I'm like, what the hell's in his crate? What's in there? A rat? A mouse? Y'all, I was so utterly confused. Really confused. So I'm about to grab him so he doesn't pee on the floor, but I wake up Lou real quick. I'm like, Lou, I need your help. I was like, I don't want to scare you, but I think I just saw a mouse. She's like, what? She wakes up all crazy. She's like, what? What's happening? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm seeing things, but can you help me? Let's turn on the light. So she jumps out of bed and she's all scared. Where is it now? Where is it now? I'm like, it's not going to get you. I'm like, it went under the bed, like towards my side. And she was so freaked out. So she jumps out of bed. She's looking all on the floor. I'm looking on the floor. And I said, I got to go take Ollie out. So she turns on the light and Jasper and Ollie follow me outside. Now Margot's still in the bed sleeping because we had all 3 dogs with us in there. So I grab Ollie, I carry him outside, and I close the door. And I don't like to leave him outside because we have a pool and he's a little Frenchie and they can't swim. But I figured he's just going to pee. And, he's getting better at being in the backyard. I watch him. Sometimes I'll come in the kitchen and I can see him and he'll be out there for a few minutes. So anyways, I left him out there and I'm like, you got this, dude. I gotta go back in the house. So I go back in the house and Lou's like, what was it? I'm like, Lou, this is crazy. I know you're not going to believe me, but it looked like Daisy. Now Daisy is our hamster, but y'all, she's in a cage. So, I mean, how could it be her? So I'm like, it's a mouse. It looked about, then I was telling Lou it's about that big. And I swear I saw something. And she goes, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? I'm like, okay, let me get a flashlight and let's go in the bedroom and look. I was like, so scared. I was like, where is my husband? So scared, y'all. So I'm like, whew. I took like a big deep breath. I remember I was like, whew, I can do this. So I'm going to grab the flashlight. And all of a sudden I turn around and Lou starts screaming. There it is. I was like, what? I look behind me and there it scurries across the kitchen floor. My head is itching just thinking about it. What? And she goes, Mom, it is Daisy. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a mouse. She's like, no, grab her. I'm like, I'm not grabbing that. What if it's not her? I'm like, that's not her. And she starts screaming and crying because Daisy, come to find out, was going under the couch in the living room. And she was afraid that, Daisy was going to be gone forever. And so grab her. I'm like, I'm not plus Daisy bites. Let's just throw that out there too. I'm not grabbing her with my bare hands. No, we use a glove to hold her because she bites. So she's crying, she's screaming at me, grab her. I was like, Lou, hold on. So I go and I look in the living room and she's coming out from the couch. So she just was like running underneath it. She was all over the place. She was running so fast. I don't know how she got down the hall and into the kitchen from my bedroom that fast because I was just like letting the dogs out. I don't know if she ran right past one of us. I don't know. So, I mean, she's a miniature hamster. She's a dwarf hamster. She's tiny. So Lou's like crying, grab her. I'm like, hold on. Let me just make sure it's her. I'm like, are you sure that's her? She's like, does she have a stripe on her back? I'm like, I think so. I'm like, what if it's something else? She's like, no, it's her. So she keeps screaming. I'm like, let me grab a cup. I'm like, the cheeks look really chubby. It didn't look like her, y'all. Her cheeks were like super like flared out. I don't know. It's because she was scared. It did not look like her. She looked bigger than she normally does. Maybe because she was out and about. I'm not used to seeing her running around. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I reached in the cabinet and I grabbed a big plastic cup. I'm like, okay, let me grab her. So Lou's like, get a cup. And she's just like crying and screaming at me. And it's making me like panic. And I was like, what do I do? And so she's just like making me nervous. So I run over there and I'm trying to catch her before she runs out of the room or a dog finds her or Margot gets her or she's gone forever. So I grab the big cup and Daisy runs over into Ollie's kennel. It's like a little like a dog pen thing we have set up in the living room. And she's going in between the slats and she's running on the blanket, going near the dog food. And I get that cup and I just set it down and scoop her up. I'm like, oh my God, I got her. I hope it's her. And then I started thinking these crazy thoughts in my head because I just don't think I could compute and like process the fact that she had gotten out. She's never gotten out before and we've had her for over a year. I'm like, it's not her. I was thinking, is it a neighbor's hamster? It's not really. I could not get it through my brain and my mind that it was actually her. I kept thinking it was everything else but her. So then we put her in the cup and Lou's looking at her. I still don't think it's her. I'm like, Lou, how do you know it's her? Are you sure it's her? Lou's like, let me look. And so we're all looking on the cup trying to figure out if it's the hamster. And so we run over to the cage and I was like, I don't know. We're looking at the cage, you guys, and nothing is opened. Now, I did feed her yesterday. I filled up her bowl and I gave her more water yesterday, fresh water. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe I didn't latch something. Maybe I left something open. No. Everything is closed. She's Houdini. We cannot figure out how she got out. So I'm putting her back in the cage. I open up the door and I put the cup in there and she crawls out. And I told Lou, I'm like, well, if it's not her, we're going to have 2 hamsters now. And she's like, Mom, of course it's her. I still could not, my brain was not allowing me to accept that it was her. It was the craziest thing. So we finally get her in there. And Lou is like crying. Now, y'all, this is the hamster she doesn't even care about. This is what I can't understand. She doesn't really care about the hamster. I take care of it. She doesn't. But yet she's panicking and screaming because she thinks something's going to happen to it. I mean, which is nice. She's got some empathy. But I'm like, girl, you don't even care about this hamster. Oh, so then after we got her in, we're examining the cage and we don't see any way that she got out, right? And I was like, you know what? We got to get ready for school. What do you want for breakfast? So as I'm in the kitchen, I cannot stop looking at the floor. I go in there. I look at her a couple times to make sure she's still in there. I'm like, how in the hell did she get out? How did she get out of this cage? We can't figure it out. Her new name's Houdini. So now, whenever I'm walking around my house, I'm looking for poop, pee, and now a hamster. Because I'm afraid the hamster is going to be just randomly crawling around the floor. Oh my gosh. So that's how I woke up this morning. There's something scurrying around. I'm like, what if I hadn't seen it? I mean, it was like it was there for me to like see. And I still don't understand how she got like in the other room so fast. So what I did was I got Lou to school. And then after that, Nate went off to school and then it was time to take Ryan pretty soon. I was like, I got about 15, 20 minutes. I'm going to examine this cage, clean it out. Maybe she's pissed off because her cage is dirty. And she's like, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. And it kind of reminds me of like the movie, Finding Nemo, I think, where like trying to escape from the tank, and like all the different ideas they have of like escaping. I'm just imagining like Daisy, thinking about this for like months now, and like plotting her plan and then, finally getting out and having some freedom. And then, she being captured again and being stuck back in that cage. So, I mean, it's a big size cage. Don't get me wrong. She's not being mistreated. Definitely not being mistreated. It's a huge 2-layer, 2-floor tunnels, tubes. I mean, it's a wheel. It's got everything she needs. So this morning I put her in her little ball. She likes to go in and like run around on the floor. I put her in my room, closed the door to get away from the dogs. And I cleaned out her cage and I examined everything. I'm like, is something loose? Did something fall off? How did she get out? The only thing that Lou came up with is that she crawled in between a couple of the slats in the cage. I don't know. They're pretty small. I don't know how she would fit through there. She's little, but she's fat. So I don't know. I just cleaned her up, trying to get her to stay there and be happy with where she's at, because obviously she's trying to leave. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So I cleaned her up, got her all, and then Ollie, I did it outside on the table, the back table on the porch, and Ollie was underneath me watching what I was doing, and I had a garbage bag, and I was dumping all the old bedding into the bag. And when I did that, a lot of the seeds and poop and all the little things and bedding fell on top of Ollie's head, and he was covered in it. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh. And then yesterday I stepped in poop, and I was screaming, and Ryan had to come to me and bring me a wipe, and I had to wipe it off my foot. Y'all, it's a freaking zoo around here. It is a freaking zoo. Ollie continually goes up the stairs. We don't have a baby gate or anything. He knows how to go up the stairs, but then he can't go down. So I'm always he's like a baby. I'm always carrying him down the stairs, and he's heavy now. And then he can't get up on the bed or get off the bed. So I'm always lifting him up because he barks, because Jasper will be up there and he wants to play, or he wants to lay on the bed with the other dogs. I'm constantly picking him up. Yeah. That is my life right now, y'all. Yes, so I just had to tell you the hamster story, but Daisy's fine. She got some water afterwards. She ran right to her water thing because I know I saw her yesterday because I fed her. So I don't know if she was out just overnight. No clue. But I know it wasn't that long, but that girl was thirsty. She'd been running around. So before we end it, I need to give y'all the magic code, secret code word, right? For next week's winner. All right, so let's first talk about what the winner will be getting. And if you are interested, you can put your word in. This week is going to be a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. Yes, this was a generous donation from one of my friends, Julie Simpkin. She did say I could use her name, so I did check with her. So thank you to her for donating this painting. I will pop a picture up on the screen so y'all can see. It is a mystery painting and it's fantasy. So yes, if you are interested in this, then put this word in the comments. We are going to put the word, I was going to put escape or something about the hamster, but got to make it like fantasy. Let's put the word dream, D-R-E-A-M, dream. What are one of your dreams, hopes and dreams? Do you dream at night? Do you have scary dreams? I mean, you be creative. Doesn't have to be necessarily fantasy, like mermaids and magic related. Just make me laugh if you can. No, you don't have to make me laugh. Just put the word dream. I would love to hear what your dreams are. And yeah, we'll go from there. And then next week, I will pick a winner and Julie will actually be shipping out the painting for us. So that'll really help on shipping. So thank you again to Julie for generously donating that. So kind. And we also need to pick the winner from last week for Randa's gift card. So I'm gonna pause it here and then I will be right back. Okay, hold on. All right, y'all, it is time to pick our winner for last week's giveaway, which is a gift card to Randa's Etsy shop. And what I've done so far is I put the URL from last week's video right up here, and then filter duplicate users, and then it was based on a specific text, which was water. Love reading y'all's comments. It's so funny to see everybody's comments about water. A lot of you really feel like the water is relaxing, the beach. Totally agree with all those. Some people were talking about drinking water, which was a good reminder, which actually I've been trying really hard, but I've got this big water jug here. Show yourself more love, right? It's like got it at 5 and below. It's like a big rubber, I don't know. It's not like an insulated thing or anything, but yeah. So drink more water. Yep, so it was some really good comments. So thank you to everybody that participated and put a comment in. So let's do the math problem. 8, 9, 10, 11. Boop, boop. Okay, get YouTube comments. Let's see how many we had. Let me get one closer. 214. Wow, you guys, that's a lot of comments. Thanks, y'all. That's awesome. That's a lot of comments. So, are y'all ready to see the winner? Okay, let me zoom out a little bit. Where to go? Where's the start button? Sorry, y'all. I act like I've never done this before. Too many ads on here. Okay, so look for your name. It's just gonna go through and just kind of pop up everyone's name really fast. But yes, are y'all ready? Okay, finger drum roll. Sorry if you can hear puppies in the background. They're wrestling. It's crazy. All right, let me hit start. On your mark, get set, and go. Look for your name. Gina Beachy, congratulations. She said, I love being at the beach, but not thrilled about getting in the ocean water. See, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of people like that's interesting. You like the beach, but not the water. How do you feel about the sand? That's what I want to know, Gina. Congratulations. Gina's been with me for a while. Really, really appreciate you, being part of this event. Thank you and congratulations. Please contact me. My information's down below. So just contact me and through Instagram, email, YouTube, just reach out and I will get Randa your information and she'll send you your gift card, okay? Congratulations again and thank you to everybody that's participated. And I'm gonna go take some puppies out to go to the bathroom. Okay, love you guys, bye. Okay, congrats to the winner. It is open, like I said, it was open to international and US. It's a gift card. So contact me and I will give your name to Randa, and Randa will get you your gift card. Okay, so thank you to everybody that's been participating. It's been a blast. It's been so much fun to host this, to be part of this, and just to, you know, I'm also seeing, like I said last time, you know, the community is creating it. You know, it's not just Randee and I, it's y'all make it happen. Without you, there wouldn't be an event, you know. We would just be doing our mermaid paintings and our fantasy paintings without y'all. So this makes it really, really fun to do it together. And thank you again to the sponsors. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I'm getting there. I mean, kind of slowly but surely. Hopefully y'all have been able to see what I've been doing. The lighting's not great. Like I said, I can't really see a whole lot on my screen, so I'm just kind of, but it's been so much easier just to do mindlessness. Is that a word? Mindlessness? Yeah. Anyways, it's been nice just to kind of plug in some spots where, you know, they're empty, and that's just where it goes. All right, so if y'all have enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. I gotta stop dye painting and do a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. They really do help. And if you have not subscribed, like I said earlier, it is free. And if you made it through the whole video, you know, hang out with me, and I'd love to have you. So it is free. Click that subscribe button down below, and then next to it is a notification bell. Click on that, and then you'll be notified whenever I post up any new videos. And I do these weekly. Please also join me for my lives. I do a live stream on Sundays at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will be going live this Sunday. You might want to be there because I might be doing a giveaway. I don't know. I'm just feeling it. Sometimes I was looking at some things today, and it just dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give that away. So if you want to give away, come join me. I'd love to have you guys. It's always a good time. And what else? If you have any questions about mermaids and magic, anything else, let me know down below. Okay. And let me know how you're doing. Okay. Love you guys so much. I'm going to let you go so I can go to the grocery store. And then I'll come back and hopefully dye and paint some more this afternoon. Okay, love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Y'all take care. Okay, bye guys.